Hi, I'm Chukai. I'm from Group 1, and I'll start present about our solder project. First, the overview. The solder fuel oil distribution depot project aims to design, procure, construct, and commissions a facility on a fast-track basis. This report outlines the team's organizations, project planning, scheduling, cost estimations, monitoring, and evaluations mechanism to ensure project success. And I will continue move on to the Gantt chart of Solo 1. By integrating all the informations from the instruction into the Microsoft project, we can know that the total durations for Solo 1 will be 112 weeks, and this project will be start on 2nd June 2025 and will be finished on 1st September 2027. And there will be 11 tasks included in this project. The first will be head office work, second is board approval and continued material delivery, design phase, general civil engineering work, steel structure activities, jetty, tank installations, testing, painting. For the working hour will be 37.5 hours per week, and the working time will be 8 a.m. until 12 p.m., 1 p.m. until 4:30 p.m. And the working day will be Monday until Friday. And move on to the critical path, there will be 7 critical activities. The first is head office work, start on 3rd June 2025 and will be complete in 16 weeks. And move on to the board approval, which can complete within 1 week. And jetty design can complete within 22 weeks. Jetty erections, which can complete within 50 weeks. And move on to the pipe equipment installations, can complete within 21 weeks. Testing, which consists 8 weeks. And the last is painting, consists 12 weeks. And in this slide have shown the critical path in Microsoft project. And lastly, the cost model, we have integrated the information from the instructions into the Microsoft project, and we present it in a table for more details. We get that the total cost will be £7,361,000.
In Sodo 2, the vendor selection process was a critical aspect of this phase. We developed a structured approach that prioritized key criteria such as price, delivery time, vendor rating, and location. The process began with a thorough assessment of project requirements, followed by establishing criteria for vendor evaluation. A scoring system was then implemented to ensure transparency and consistency in design making. For example, we select Mitsui for piping due to their competitive pricing and shorter delivery time, while Stokissi was chosen for mechanical equipment because of their high vendor rating and reliable timelines. The same reason and processes apply when it comes to contractor selection. We have considered the price, rating, and duration of each contractor to make sure that they align with the project timeline, budget, and quality expectation. For example, we have chosen CCC as our JT contractor due to its rating was the highest, while at the same time, the cost and project duration were acceptable also. Once the vendor and contractors were identified, we integrate them into our Microsoft project plan. This step allows us to adjust task duration and identify potential critical path. For activities likely to delay the timeline, we explore overtime option to ensure the project remains on track for completion within 98 weeks. At the same time, we transition from estimate to actual cost in our cost model, reflecting vendor and contractors' choices. So now, the total duration have increases from 112 weeks become 152.6 weeks, which not yet include the OT decision. So we actually have met the OT in some of the task activities to make sure this project can be done in 98 weeks. For example, prepare generation design and procurement and tendering, which are under the head office work, have to apply OT, and the working hours are changed from 7.5 hours per day become 9.38 hours per day. Other than that, some of the activities like jetty design and erection, piping equipment installation, and painting have changes the working days from 5 days become 6 days, but at the same time, they still need to OT to make sure the projects can be done in 98 weeks. So the total overtime hours in Sodo 2 will be 1,470.5 hours, and the overtime cost will be 706,011 British pound and 5 pence. So after vendor selection and OT apply, the total duration that we plan in Sodo 2 will be 97.19 weeks, which is under 98 weeks, but we don't get any bonus or penalty in this section. So in Sodo 2, the final cost that we have is 6,932,335.64 British pound, which increases 235,340.14 British pound compared to before we met the OT. For Sodo 3, our total duration has decreases from 97.19 weeks become 96.99 weeks. So now I will explain what additional instruction has been given by the suppliers and contractors and what action that we have done in the Sodo 3. In Sodo 3, there are some additional details which are more accurate has been given to us. The suppliers of the pipe and valve will be shipping them in 2 separate shipments, the simple pipe work and manually operated valve to be manufactured and shipped first. When the simple pipes are 75 complete, then the manufacture of the complete valve and manifold will commence. The lead time for them will be the same as far for the simple pipes. That is, if the original lead time for the pipe was given as 20 weeks, then the lead time for the complete valves will also be 20 weeks. And if their manufacture start when the simple valve are 75% complete, then the total time for pipe delivery in this case will be 35 weeks. Furthermore, the general civil engineering work also has changes from 29 weeks become 24 weeks, while the steel structure activities had increased 10 weeks become 19 weeks. Other than that, when it comes to installation part, there are some changes also. The mechanical equipment installation has increases from 17 weeks become 20 weeks. The electrical instrument installation has increased also from 20 to 30 weeks. While when it comes to piping equipment installation, this task has decreases from 53 weeks become 41.14 weeks, and after OT being applied, it decreases again become 32.27 weeks. The same process when it comes to painting work. The duration are increased from 9 weeks become 25.15 weeks after the additional instruction has been given. And after we consider the OT in the works, the duration has decreases become 19.33 weeks to make sure the project can be done in 98 weeks. So in SOTO 3, the total overtime hours that we have applied is 1,245.5 hours, while for the total overtime cost will be 914,502.95 British pound. In SOTO 3, the total cost has decreased to 12,839.87 British pound, which now our total cost in SOTO 3 will be 6,719,495.77 British pound. Moreover, in SOTO 3, the project is finished in 96.99 weeks, which I have mentioned before, and the target completion is 98 weeks, which means at this stage we have achieved 1 week earlier. Therefore, we can get a 16,000 British pound as bonus.
Hello, my name is Muhammad Shazza Bimani, and now I will explain about Soda 4. So for Soda 4, it is our gun check task. So for Soda 4, actually we started in 25 weeks. We start on 2 June 2025, and it will be end at 19 May 2027. So for Soda 4, the duration of the task is uh, 96.99 weeks to 97.79 weeks. Okay. And next we go to the adjustment. So actually we at 25 week of the project. So the adjustment we have do at the material delivery. Uh, let us name pipe valve, plankers, everything. So we have choose vendor Mitsu. Which his rating is rating 2. So they have we have add to 2 weeks repairs from 35 weeks become to 37 weeks, and the completion will reduce become 22%. For the instrument equipment, mechanical equipment, steel and firefighting equipment, actually we have no slippage because our window in rating 4. Okay, for the contractor task, we have adjustment at tank design and jetty design. For tank design, we choose a window CM12 with rating 4, and we have to 2 week ahead of schedule from 14 week become to 12 week. For the GT design, we have choose CCC window with rating 2, and then we have 2 weeks slippage. So from 15.79 weeks to 17.79 weeks, and then we have to pay 5% more for the task to improve 1 week. So from 17.79 week become to 16.79 weeks. Now we go to cost model. We have subject adjustment at material delivery and design phase. So they have some at cost for the task. For the material delivery, we have at cost 26,786.75. For the design phase, we have add-on cost for 81,000 378.78. So for our total cost, have some improvement. We have become 6,827,611.30. So that's all for me.
I'm Chu Chen Hong, and now I'm going to continue present for SOTO 5. It is now week 45 for the projects. In material delivery, there are 3 tasks are finished completed, which is mechanical equipment, steelwork, and firefighting equipment. There are 2 tasks left that haven't finished yet, which is pipe walls, flanges, and fittings. Due to the supplier we selected, which is rating 2, therefore the task has to be delayed 2 weeks, which is 37 weeks become 39 weeks. The completed percentage will drop from 86% to 82%. The next activities that haven't finished yet, which is instrumentation equipments. Due to the suppliers we selected, stock is A with rating 4, therefore the tasks have to be reduced by 5 weeks from 40 weeks become 35 weeks. The percentage of completed increase from 80% to 91%. Another activity which is jetty erection. Due to the supplier we have selected CCC with rating 2, jetty contractors are running 6 weeks behind schedule, which is 43% completed, and our target have to meet 98 weeks, so we have to apply OT until 381 hours, which is 35 weeks become 29 weeks, 52% completed, and the percentage of completed will be increased from 43% to 52%. Now I'm going to continue present the Gantt chart in Solar 5. The total duration in Solar 5 maintained 97.79 weeks. I'm continue to present for the cost in Solar 5. The cost increased 119,273.94 British pound from 6827,611.30 British pound to 6946,885.24 British pound.
Hi, I'm Zizong. I will continue for the Solar 6. So for the Solar 6, all activities they were still being undertaken after week 45 of the project, which is Solar 5, have been assumed to be complete according to the schedule proposed and implemented at the week 45 of the project. Therefore, the duration has decreased from 97.79 weeks to 92.78 weeks, while the starting date still maintained on 2nd June 2026 and will be finished on 14 April 2027. After week 45, when it comes to installation part of the task activity that has been started already, the project will continue and as scheduled until finish. Electrical instrument installation will be continued until finish. For the installation part that haven't started in week 45, such as firefighting, safety equipment, and painting, they have to follow the new instruction that have been given. For example, in firefighting, safety equipment, and painting installation, we have chosen Electron and Pico with rating 4 as our vendor. Therefore, the schedule of delivery has reduced 3 weeks earlier. After that, the project will continue as scheduled. For piping installation, we chosen EFIP with rating 3. This has reduced the schedule by 2 weeks earlier. The total cost for this project is 6,999,972.86 British pound, which increased 53087.63 British pound compared to previous Sodo, which is Sodo 5. To conclude, the Sodo 6 project was successfully complete in just 92.7 weeks, which is 5.22 weeks ahead of our target 98 weeks timeline. This achievement is a testament of effective project management and collaboration. There were 3 primary factors contributing to this success. Number 1 is earlier supplier delivery. High-performing supplier delivery critical material up to 3 weeks early, accelerating tasks like electrical installation, fire safety system, and painting mobilization. Our second point is effective resource utilization. Early delivery allowed tasks to begin sooner, and strategic overtime reduced duration, such as piping installation by 2 weeks and painting by 3 weeks. Our third success factor is proactive task adjustment. The team made timely schedule adjustment based on real-time performance and resource availability, ensuring smooth progress. Together, this factor enabled us to complete the project ahead of schedule and set a standard for excellence in project management. Thank you.
My name is Lin Zhengkang. Now we continue to present the design part of the oil depot. As you can see, at the left side is the 2D plan view, and at the right side is the 3D plan view for the project. So as you can see, the oil depot is surrounding with the deep sea area. The jetty in our project was accommodate small oil tankers up to the following size, with the capacity 9406 meter cube and the length with 107.09 meter, and the breadth is 60.54 meters, and the draft is 7.23 meter. However, the unloading arm will be installed at jetty, and it is responsible for the transferring the product like oil tank. After that, we will use the pump equipment transfer the oil to the road tanker. So as you can see, at the right side show the unloading arm and pump equipment at the jetty, and at the left side is the extra pump equipment on the land to maintain the high pressure during transferring the oil to the land oil tanker. After transferring the oil to the main oil tanker, then we gonna to transfer it to the small oil tanker by truck or like train to the main factory to proceed the filtering process to let the oil become meet the standard to sell in the market. Last but not least, for our project also got the control room to monitoring the operation at the oil depot. Besides that, we also got the necessary safety equipment for our workers like helmet and PPE. And then for the facility, we also got the security fence to ensure that no the other unrelated people may enter inside the site. So this part is the walkthrough video and YOLO detection. The first step of using the YOLO is we need to search the command prompt on the browser. Then we click inside. Then we need to activate the environment, which is contact activate by touch environment. This is different for every laptop. And then we need to input the ready model version. So for the YOLO we use is YOLO V8. And then we need to put inside the address for our source, which is video, so that we can detect the video now.